cryptocurrencies.
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 Cryptocurrency.
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 We all know cryptocurrency has its backlash for being volatile and not being able to maintain its prices in the market. On top of that, with whales pumping and dumping tokens every single day, this discourages investors from taking cryptocurrencies seriously. And this is why we have another class of crypto assets called stablecoins. And there are many different types of stablecoins in the market available, like USDT, USDC, TUSD, UST, and much more. Stablecoins have also become an integral part of cryptocurrency's ecosystem by allowing investors to take profit into these asset classes to protect their gains and also to easily convert them to fiat if required. And in recent times, we have seen different protocols giving good yields on stablecoins like Anchor Protocol, giving a 15 to 19% APY, some LP yield farming giving you 20 to 30% APY, but with LP farming there is always a form of impermanent loss or IL which we want to avoid. And then we have USDD, which is the newest stablecoin on the Tron network, and we're going to talk about that in this video. Hi, my name is Jorden and welcome to the channel. So just a couple of days back, a new stablecoin USDD was announced by Tron. And if you haven't heard of Tron, and we're not talking about the movie, but we're talking about the blockchain network. So you'll be familiar with TRC20 where you do transfers from exchange to exchange because of the lowest fees and probably the fastest blockchain around. So Justin Sun, who's the founder of the Tron network, do have some bad rap in the market, like copying Ethereum's white paper word for word when launching the Tron network. And now with this new stablecoin USDD, it is said to be the copycat of the Terra Luna ecosystem, which we'll cover in the later part of this video. So USDD is a stablecoin. This means that it will be pegged to the USD, which means that it will maintain a peg or try to maintain a peg of 1 USDD to 1 USD. And in previous videos, we spoke about the different mechanisms that stablecoin protocol uses to maintain their peg, and I'll leave it in the card right above so that you can watch that video right after this one. So the USDD protocol runs on a decentralized price oracle to estimate accurate prices. So an oracle is like a bridge between the blockchain and the real world.
You know the oracle. Everyone knows the oracle.
These oracles act as on-chain APIs where users can use it to query for information into their smart contracts. So these can be things like the weather report, but in this case, it is the price of USD. So USDD oracles will work in the following manner. So we have super representatives that will provide USDD price oracle to the Tron network, who will then submit votes for what they believe to be the current exchange rate in US dollars. So votes are then tallied after every block by taking the weighted medians as the true rate. And by doing so, rewards are then given to those who voted within 1 SD or standard deviation of the elected median, and this incentivizes super representatives to vote for the true rates. When the USDD price is below the target or below peg, a reduction in the USDD supply will bring the price level back to normal. And when USDD is above the price target or above peg, the supply of USDD will be increased to bring the price back to normal. So for example, when USDD prices falls below the peg, users will burn their USDD to mint TRX or the Tron token. And this brings the price of USDD back to the peg with the US dollar. While more Tron is being minted, this will temporarily dilute the TRX mining power for the super representatives. But in the mid to the long term of the protocol, super representatives will be compensated with free rewards from the token swaps on the USDD protocol. So everything that I've just described is very similar to what runs on the Terra network with UST and Luna. So let's talk about the rewards because this is what we are really here for. The Tron network runs on a DPoS or a delegated proof of stake, and you can vote for super representative or SRs on the Tron network. And think of this SR as a node or delegates. So there are two main fees here that we need to talk about, which is the Tobin tax and the spreading fee. Tobin tax is a fixed fee for stablecoin swaps on the Tron ecosystem. And in the ecosystem, since we only have USDD for the moment, the Tobin tax will not be applicable. But these Tobin tax will come in when there are more stablecoins being introduced into the Tron ecosystem. And then we have the spread fee or the spreading fee. So this is the exchange rate between TRX and USDD, which is set at a minimum of 0.5%. the USDD protocol will adjust this rate accordingly to how volatile the market is. With all that said and done, USDD isn't available as of yet, as there are 4 stages to the launch. So currently we are in USDD 1.0, which is the space stage. So since the 5th of May, USDD will be calculated and enter circulation with Tron DAO Reserve minting these tokens first. And if you are curious, the Tron DAO Reserve has been around for more than 4 years, and the circulating amount of TRC20 USDT, which is the Tron version of USDT, has exceeded the ERC20 USDT at 41 billion. And if you look at the Tron DAO Reserve, it currently have a supply of almost 100 million USDD, which is pretty solid. In this stage, which is happening now, the Tron DAO Reserve will manage the permissions of USDD, which will allow them to ensure price stability, and at the same time, decentralization by collateralizing USDD with its reserve. And once all that is said and done, the Tron DAO Reserve will then set a risk-free interest rate of 30% APY and start working with other centralized and decentralized organizations to accept USDD as a settlement currency. Then we have stage 2.0, termed the ISS, which is slated to launch on the 10th of October 2022. So I think this is something like the International Space Station. Sounds kind of spacey and pretty cool. Here, they'll be releasing Tron version 5, which will support USDD as a pre-release, and deploying Tron 5 on the Tron testnets. And then we have stage 3, which is termed the Moon. And over here, we'll see Tron 5 supporting USDD and some functions of USDD, like decentralized minting, swapping, and burning on the Tron mainnet. So at stage 4, which is termed Mars, will be launched towards the end of the year on the 30th of December, where super representatives will get an updated version of Tron 5, and they start feeding Oracle prices and deploying these oracles to test for the stability of the system. And at the same time, the USDD mainnet will go live, and the Tron DAO Reserve will dissolve its rights to issuance and burning of USDD to the Tron mainnet. So this all seems pretty exciting, but only time will tell what will happen in the next couple of months. So meanwhile, we can start making some plans on how we want to move our funds around to get the best use possible. So thank you guys so much for watching. Do drop a like if you appreciate such content, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.